It's on.
People join good projects and leave bad management. I'm going to say that again. People join good projects and leave bad management. I'm going to say how to make this phrase useful, because most people, when I tell this to undergrads when I'm teaching, they're like, oh, that's interesting. But the older someone is, the more they've lived through different jobs, the more they're like, oh man, that's serious truth. I learned it from Michael Feiner, a professor of mine at Columbia Business School, and I've looked on the internet. I think he may have made it up, I'm not sure. Now when I search for it, I just see my references to him using that phrase, but I recommend learning this phrase. People join good projects and leave bad management. Now, I'm a pretty independent guy, but I report to a lot of people on a lot of projects that I work on. That's a big part of leadership. Being a leader means oftentimes when the way to get things done is for someone else to lead, then I follow. And one of the big parts of leadership is to support the people who report to you. So I just got this email where the person that I'm reporting to, my leader, is not supporting me. I don't feel good about that, but I know that's the way things work. Here's what I didn't do when I started working on this project. I did not ask this person what it was like working with this person. People often talk about projects that they want to join or jobs, companies that they want to work for, and they say, oh, I really love this place. They do X and I love that. I love education. I love solar energy. I love doing whatever it is that this company does. Or they think it's going to IPO really soon and they really love the project. That's people joining good projects. So they walk into these interviews not thinking to themselves that they're going to be working with people, and they leave bad management. And so they don't prepare. Here's the big thing. When I go into an interview, what I'm thinking about it is, here's what people don't do, or people do that they shouldn't, that I don't think is effective, is they oftentimes get to the end of an interview and someone says to them, the interviewer says to them, so do you have any questions for us? And a lot of people at that point respond with, oh, well, I understand that your company just went through this merger, and I'm curious, how's the post-merger integration going between your two companies? And what they're really doing there is not getting information, but they're showing off that they did the research on the web page. This is not particularly effective. You got to get past the stage where you're showing off how great you are, because that's not what gets you hired. That just puts you in line with everybody else. What I strongly recommend people doing at this time is asking the other person questions about the people that they're going to work with. So you can say, you work at this place. Do you work with the manager that I'm going to report to? Do you work with the team that I'm going to be on? What's it like? You know, a question a lot of people think is scary is to ask the person who left before, why did they leave? Can I talk to that person? Or if it's the person that you're going to report to, what do you like? How do you handle conflict? How did you decide on other people on the team? You have to figure it out for your situation. But these types of questions are a great way, one, to keep yourself from getting in a project that you want to leave because your management is terrible, or isn't a good fit for you, or getting off to a start where it's going to be more effective. Or even very pointedly in the interview to go from you trying to show off and being like a cattle call, being like a better commodity, to having a two-way conversation with the person for mutual benefit. I didn't do that in this situation. And I'm paying the price. I'm in a situation where I'm like, my first reaction was, I'm not getting the support that I want. I don't like this. We'll see where it goes. But in any case, it reinforces that when I have interviews, when I'm going to join a team, what are the people that I'm going to work with like? And in particular, what's the management like? So remember, the next time you're walking into an interview, people join good projects and leave bad management. Find out what the management is like. Use that information to help you. So good luck.